Good morning! It is Yalc day 1 and I am ready to go. I thought I'd do a very quick OOTD before I leave. So I just have this white v-neck basic t-shirt over a white sports bra. It's dusty rose pink pleated skirt and my Vans. They're not the best choice of shoes for this outfit, but they are comfortable, which is necessary for all the walking that I'm going to be doing today. And I'm going to head off. I made it to Yalc. I met some lovely people. Hello! Hi! What are your names?
My channel is My Bookish Babbles on YouTube, Instagram, and I also have a Twitter, which is My Bookish Babble without the S, because it was too long.
I have been very inactive, but I will be back on YouTube, and it's Wibbly Wobbly Book Nerd.
So there you go, I will try and link them down below for you. Yalc is over for day 1, or at least for me. I'm home now. I've been awful at vlogging today. I just got really awkward about vlogging in public, which I kind of anticipated a little bit, but I'm hoping that I'll have got used to it a little bit more tomorrow. I was kind of finding my feet today. Since I didn't vlog properly for you today, I thought that I would check in and show you all the stuff that I got, because I got way too much. Definitely should have taken my wheelie case today, and I will definitely be taking my wheelie case tomorrow. I've just got the overhead lights on, so hopefully the lighting isn't too terrible, but anywho, let's get into it. So I have this candle called Liquid Luck by Bookish Burns, and it smells of vanilla and honey. Smell beautiful. They need to invent smell-o-vision already, you know? And this is in absolutely no order at all, by the way. I'm just picking stuff up out of my bag as I come to it. So I also got Alice Oseman to doodle on a bookmark for me and sign it, which is so cool. So cool. And I also got Anissa from the Fairy Loot team to sign a bookmark as well, because I want loads of people to sign them because it's fun, you know? I got this super proof from Penguin, which I think that's what you call it, and it's like the first chapters of all of the books that they have coming out over the next few months. So for example, it's got Crossfire by Mallory Blackman, Frankly in Love by David Yoon, Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepetys, The Prom by Sandra Mitchell, etc. So that's pretty cool. Fairy Loot were giving away little artwork from Spin the Dawn, so I picked up a couple of those. This is another group of first chapters from various books that Hotkey Books are publishing in 2020. Then I got a chapter sampler of With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I didn't realise isn't out in the UK, because I watch a lot of US YouTubers, booktubers, and a lot of them have had this already. I don't think I realised that it wasn't actually out in the UK yet, which is a shame, but it must be coming out soon if they're giving these out, so that's good, because I think this sounds really interesting and I can at least give the author's writing style a bit of a go. And then I got some art prints and things, so I got this starfish bookmark, starfish print, summer bird blue print, a jelly postcard, a Heartstopper bookmark, a Deathless Girls bookmark, and I didn't win an arc of it. I'm so sad. I have to wait for it to come out. It's coming out later this year, it's not that long to wait. A Paper and Heart Society bookmark, a Rose Interrupted bookmark. There's just a leaflet with some books that are available on the bookmark site. I'll let you pause that if you're interested. And then I got a set of AdSom postcards from the Illumicrate stand. So we have, that's Grey London, Grey London, White London, Black London and Red London. And then I got a Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell chapter sampler. This is a graphic novel. Doesn't say when it's coming out. I don't know. I don't know when any of the samples are coming out, to be fair. Then I got this amazingly cute Totoro lanyard, which I am obsessed with, actually. I love Studio Ghibli and I love Totoro. Not quite as much as Howl's Moving Castle, but pretty darn close. And Totoro is just so flippin' cute. So when I saw this, I had to have it, you know? I got a jelly tote bag, go with the flow, cute. I got, because I was one of the first 500 people to buy a ticket for Yalc, I got a Yalc tote bag. Are these called tote bags? They're drawstring bags, but you know, same difference. And this came with a Yalc lanyard and a pen, which is somewhere. It also came with a collapsible fan, but I gave that to somebody else because I had a fan with me and it was absolutely boiling and I wasn't going to use it, so I gave it to somebody who would. There's a couple of badges. It's not going to focus. A Yalc badge and a Noughts and Crosses badge. I got a sample of, I got a sample of some, I think it's another chapter sampler of various books. So it's got Whiteout by Gabriel Dillon, or Gabriel Dillon, don't know. Proud, which is a collection of short stories and poetry compiled by Juno Dawson. Music and Malice in Hurricane Town by Alex Bell. Patron Saints of Nothing by Randy Rebay. The Switch Up by Katie Cannon. My So-Called Bollywood Life by Nisha Sharma. Oh, and that's it. So that's cool. That came with the Yalc, whatever we're calling it, tote. Then I got a proof of the first few chapters, I think, of the book called Hood Academy by Shelley Wilson and Son of Secrets by N.J. Simmons. Son of Secrets is actually book 2. She was selling book 1, but she signed this for me, and I might just look up what book 1 is about and see if it's the kind of thing that I would be interested in. If so, I might go and pick it up. If not, then that's okay. Just the Yalc planner. Free download of Battleground by Rachel Churcher. It's available free on Amazon and the novella is available free on her website. It is a dystopian novel and that's all I can remember about it, sorry. And then I got a tote bag from Harper Voyager, and I also signed up to their newsletter to be sent a free audiobook of Nevernight by J. Kristoff, which admittedly is not a book that I particularly enjoyed, but maybe the audiobook would work better for me, so you never know. And then I got this super cute tote from Fairy Loot as well, which came in extremely useful. And finally, because I have no chill, we have discussed this already, I bought the June Illumicrate box. So I figured I'd do an unboxing, as you do. So usually I do dedicated unboxing videos, but I'm just gonna do that in this vlog. So once you open the box, this is what it looks like. And I know that there are 2 books in here, and I know that it's book lover themed, and I know that there are bookends, but otherwise I don't know what's in here. So I can see the first book first, so I'll pick that one out. And it is Birthday by Meredith Russo, which I've never heard of. So, meet Eric and Morgan, born on the same day at the same time in the same place. They've always shared this one day together, but as they grow up, they begin to grow apart. Everyone expects Eric to get a football scholarship, but no one knows he's having second thoughts. Former quarterback Morgan feels utterly alone as she wrestles with the difficult choice to live as her true self. Both of them are struggling to be the person they know they are. Who better to help you than your best friend? Told on one day every year over 6 years, this is a story about how change pulls people apart and how love brings them back together. So that sounds really cute. Unfortunately, my copy is a little bit damaged, which is a shame. Oh, it's very damaged actually. Oh, but it's got sprayed edges, so that's cute. But yeah, it's a bit messed up. That's a shame. Oh well. Maybe I'll try and talk to them about that tomorrow. And then we have something in plastic. I think it's a tapestry. Yeah. In which case, I'm not really going to be able to properly show you, but can you see? I don't know if you can see. Then there is a box. Oh, cute. It is a Kilner jar that says Real Me, and it has a green lid. Fun. Then we have the Dear Reader letter. The spoiler card, I think. A birthday bookmark. Oh, a birthday signed book plate, so that's cute. And there's another signed book plate here. I'm guessing that's for the other book. We've got some bookish page tabs. So this quote though, dead, dead, dead. Important bit, lol, fangirl moment, heart eyes. Oh, a sampler of The Paper and Heart Society by Lucy Powery, which I've already read and I loved it. So that's cool. Oh, this is cool. So there's a book pouch, but it's plastic, so it's waterproof, and it says, "You could never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me." C.S. Lewis. That's fun. I like that. It's zipped at the top. I see yellow sprayed edges, which is fun. And it is This Time Will Be Different by Misa Sugiura. And I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it's about. So, Katsuyama's never quit, but 17-year-old CJ doesn't even know how to get started. She's never lived up to her mum's type A ambition, and she's perfectly happy just helping her Aunt Hannah at their family's flower shop. Hannah believes each flower has a meaning, and that with her own brand of flower magic, she can help her customers achieve their heart's desire. CJ believes Hannah is full of it, but when it comes to arranging the perfect bouquet, she's finally found something she might be good at, a skill she might even be proud of, until her mum announces she's planning to sell the shop to the McAllisters, the same people who swindled CJ's family and many others out of their property when Japanese Americans were sent to internment camps during World War II. Suddenly, a rift threatens to splinter CJ's family, her friends, and their entire Northern Californian community. And for the first time, CJ is finding the strength to step up and fight. Fun. And this is what the naked book looks like. That sounds really good. I have heard of it, and it was on my radar, so I'm actually really glad that that's the book, because I think that I will enjoy that story. And I mean, it's got Japanese inspiration in it, so I will definitely enjoy it. And then we have a bookend, which is super cute, and I hope that you can kind of see it. That's better, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, and there's a magnet which has Hermione Granger on it. Super cute. I enjoyed this box. And that's it for everything I got on Yalc day one, as if that wasn't enough. And I can see that I've got 21 minutes of footage. So this vlog is now going to be ridiculously long, but what's new for me? Maybe I'll split it into 3 days. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you on day 2.
Apologies in advance if this is slightly less polished than it would have been if I'd come last. So I have written 2 historical fantasy novels. The first is called Sorcerer to the Crown, and it's about England. It's set in 1800s London, and it's about England's first African sorcerer royal and his many life problems. Chief of which is a young woman called Prunella Gentleman, who is a female magical prodigy in a society that prohibits female magic. She's a plucky orphan who's just discovered the greatest secret of English magic that will, change the world forever. So Zacharias just has to deal with that. And there's a second novel called The True Queen, and it's about a young woman from a Malayan island. It's kind of like The Tempest, and she's under the curse. It's stolen her memories, and so she has to travel to England to break it, and eventually gets embroiled in questions of succession to the fairy throne.
Hi, I'm Vic James. I spend half my time making documentaries, which are normally kind of quite political and quite angry, and I mention that because it might be relevant to some of the things I say later. When I'm not making angry telly, I'm writing slightly angry but definitely very magical books. I'm the author of the Dark Gifts trilogy, which began with Gilded Cage, which is set in an alternate modern Britain, which is ruled by a 1%. But in this case, it's a 1% that is both aristocratic and magically gifted, and the rest of us have a pretty rubbish time, as you can imagine. So that's my trilogy, and I have out next week, but I've been told it's been spotted in the Waterstones here. Sanctuary, which is my angry witch book.
I'm Elle Salisbury, and I write YA fantasy. I wrote the Senator's Daughter trilogy, and I also wrote the State of Sorrow duology. It's secondary world fantasy. It features young women fighting the system, overthrowing patriarchal horrors, falling in love, lots of kissing, lots of plants. I write about plants a lot. I've been deep into botany. And I've got a new book coming out next year called Hold Back the Tide. It's really hard to pitch because it's not quite horror, it's not quite fantasy, it's not quite a thriller. I'm surprised I got away with it, to be honest. Like, it's unpitchable. But it's set in the kind of misty mountains of Scotland, and it is about a young girl who her mother was killed or went missing 9 years ago, and it's her unravelling what happened there. And it's also a little bit about disaster capitalism, which isn't very sexy, but I have made it sexy, so don't worry. And if you're interested at all, there's samplers over on the Scholastic stand to help yourself.
How are you? My name is Sarah Maria Griffin. I'm an Aquarius. I'm from Ireland. I have 2 books of fiction. One is called Spare and Found Parts, which is a queer retelling of Frankenstein set 100 years in the future. It's about a young woman who builds herself a partner. There is one kiss in the novel, and lots of dystopian horror. Mostly it's about Ireland and pain. And my most recent book is called Other Words for Smoke.
It's the best book you'll ever read. I'm not even lying. Like, it's so awkward for me to have to sit next to her because I love her.
it's about a big house and kissing and Ireland. And within the walls of this house, there are two creatures. One's called Bobby, one's called Sweet James. One wants to eat your fear, one wants to eat your love, and it's about 3 generations of women who pass through the house and what they will do to one another for power and for fear and for love. It's also about the Magdalen laundries and Ireland's recent history of doing terrible shit to women. And the tarot features heavily. It's about, I guess if you were to be stuck in a lift with me, you poor creature, I would tell you it was somewhere between Twin Peaks, House of Leaves, and the 90s Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So that's what I do.
Hi there, I'm Victoria Schwab. I also write as V.E. Schwab. My books have almost no kissing in them, I'm very sorry. Lots of death, lots of murder and monsters and villains and magic. Not as much kissing, though I think you could probably find it here and there. I always like to say, I've written like 15 novels, so rather than list them all, I'll just say I tend to write about the lines between things, the lines between good and evil, hero and villain, human and monster, alive and dead. I most recently been promoting my first novel, which came back out almost 7 years after it went out of print, called The Near Witch. So I guess that's what I'm here for, though I'm kind of here for all of it. And so I'll just tell you that my next novel, which is coming out next year, is called The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I finished it 3 days ago, so I'm very relieved. And all I'll say, it is about a young woman in France who makes a deal with the devil to live forever and ends up being cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. And it's about her life over 300 years and over 1 year in modern day New York when she meets a boy who remembers her name. That book has some kissing in it, so hang in there.
My name is Yaba Bedu, and I'm here to talk about Wolflight. It's a story about 3 girls from different parts of the world who were born on the same day in Wolflight, which is another expression for Wolflight, is the witching hour. And it tells the story of how they are bound to the places they look after, to keep those places, whether it's the forest in Ghana, whether it's a mountain range in Mongolia, or the stormy moor in Cornwall, to keep them safe from skinwalkers, who are people who want to exploit the land and make as much money as they can from it. So Wolflight is how these girls from different parts of the world rally together and make sure that the places they cherish remain as beautiful as they've always been.
Novel, The Paper and Heart Society. There it is, all well done. Came out last month. You did. With the sequel next year. Let's just start off. Could we just begin, if you wouldn't mind, just very briefly, in case people haven't read your books or don't know too much about them, just giving us a kind of a brief summary of what your books are about and the general kind of idea behind it in brief. Lucy, yeah, go on.
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. So, my debut book is The Paper and Heart Society. It came out in June, and it's about a book club and a group of teenagers who start this book club, which is a bit of a book club with a difference. There's a Jane Austen dance party, a reenactment of the Hunger Games, but without the murder, of course, because that wouldn't be a bright, sunny book. And it's also about social media and mental health and anxiety. And it's just a very bookish book, lots of book references.
Yes, hooray for bookish books. Connie.
Hello. So my series, The Rosebud Chronicles, it follows a princess who wants to be an ordinary girl and an ordinary girl who is obsessed with princesses. They meet at a British boarding school, Rosebud Hall, and end up swapping identities for a series of misadventures. And things get complicated when we find out there's screwing with after the royal family
sisters, and yay! Lots of yay.
Yay! Hooray for gay. Alex Shepherd.
So my novel is Oh My Gods. It's about a teenage girl called Helen who's 14. In many ways, Helen is your normal teenager. She's fantasizing about when she'll ever have her first kiss. She's worried about failing French. She's worried about finding new friends at new school. But one way in which Helen is different is that her dad is Zeus, king of the gods. Her big sister is Aphrodite, goddess of beauty, and that makes her half mortal. So while she's stressing about bra sizes and French homework, her family are trying to keep their mortal identity under wraps, and they don't seem to want to do that. So the story basically follows Helen trying to keep this massive secret while also trying to juggle having a halfway normal teenage life.
And Jess. Going microphone.
Very little. Let's crack out some karaoke. So my book's a series. I don't know which one is supposed to talk about. Maybe I'll do the first.
Yes, do the first.
Yes.
Yes.
So the first one, which is called Joining a Pants, is about Gracie Dark, who is 16 and she thinks she's going to die. So it's super jolly so far. But like a sort of Google diagnosis, and then very quickly realises that she actually isn't. And then starts kind of looking for the moment, and all that sort of living without regrets kind of thing.
Yes, that's a good summary. Yes, makes sense. Indeed. It looks like he's going to have the worst summer of his life before he gets a job in Wonderland, an amusement arcade, and things start to change by the end of summer. Now, I was inspired to write that partly from my own grim teenage experience of that sort of horrific summer where everyone else seemed to be having a great time apart from me.
I'm Christina Herman. I wrote The Devouring Grey, which came out in April here from Titan Books and from Hyperion in the US. And I am currently in editing hell on the sequel. All right, let's go.
I'm Adrienne Young. I'm the author of Sky in the Deep, a YA Viking-inspired fantasy novel that came out this year with Titan Books and will be followed up by The Girl the Sea Gave Back in September, another standalone novel in the same world.
Hey, I'm Cassie Lupo and I'm the author of We Are Blood and Thunder, which is out with Queensbury. And it is a YA fantasy thriller about a mountaintop city that's swallowed whole by a storm cloud. And I am writing the second book. It's set in the same world, but it's another story. Hi everyone, I'm Pam Freestone, but now that we've met personally, you can call me Pete. I'm the author of Shadow Scent, which we pitched as if it was a perfume, it would have base notes of Ember in the Ashes, heart notes of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and top notes of Suspin's perfume. So it's a way of fantasy, and I'm about to enter editing hell on book 2, the sequel. So.
Hi, my name is Rachel Burge, and I'm the author of The Twisted Tree. It's a ghost story set in Norway during the dark time, and it's all inspired by Norse mythology. And it came out in January with Hockey Books, and I'm currently working on the sequel.
Hi everyone, I'm Bex, and I wrote Viper, which is the first in a fantasy trilogy. It's a sort of pirate assassin adventure set on the high seas, and I am currently line editing number 2, so it's not long to wait for that one, and I'm writing number 3 as well.
And what a wonderful turnout we have here for the last panel of Yalc 2019. It's such a conversation that no one's going to come. I was like, okay, sweets. I don't have any, I'm sorry. I'm sure someone will come running with like a pail of leftover fizzes and refreshers. My name is Eleanor, and I have the wonderful pleasure of talking about monsters and their makers with some fantastic authors. We have Kristen Ciccarelli, the far end there. With us, I'm Sarah and the Cage Queen, and the third book in your series is
The Sky Weaver.
And it's out in November. Excellent. I definitely have that in my notebook. And then we have Shannon, please. With the Home Season and The Priory of the Orange Tree. And we have Natasha Indian with The Girls of Paper Fire. festival is the Girls of Shadow, Storm and Shadow, and it's in November as well. And Tara Latheroux next to me here with the first book in your new series, Contender, The Chosen. Very excited. I didn't plan for all the applause, but I move very quickly now to get these questions in the next 45 minutes. So Monsters and Their Makers, I thought was quite a fascinating title because we need more than 45 minutes to really discuss all of your monsters, if we're honest. So what I'm just going to very quickly go down the line here. Which came first for you? Was it your monsters, or was it, I suppose, Hero is in the lead character in your latest books?
So for me, I'll borrow this. Okay, so for me, I wanted to write a book with dinosaurs in it, and everything awesome from history, and I created the world first, and that includes the monster component, which would be giant carnivorous dinosaurs. But what's interesting is, I think most people here were probably quite substantial fans of dinosaurs when they were growing up, perhaps because of the Jurassic Park franchise. But what's interesting is people tend to know the main ones from Jurassic Park, but there are masses and masses of new, kind of very, very scary carnivorous dinosaurs out there. And I had a lot of fun including those in the series.
Hello.
Yes!
I feel like Taryn's answer was really fun, and then mine's a bit depressing because my monster is a rapist, and it's a bit of a heavy subject. But I guess my monster came first in real life. I kind of wrote Girls based on my experience of being sexually assaulted when I was young, when I was a teenager, and I'd never seen it represented in books in a healthy way, or a way that explored the situation of sexual abuse from the perspective of a survivor, rather than just, this is something that happens to a woman to further a plot. So I guess my monster came first, and then my empowered girls came after.
I guess my monsters came first for both my series, really. So the Bone season kind of was two ideas coming together, and one of them was when I was studying at Oxford, and I was like, young people being controlled by scary people who want them to do exams and things, and suddenly they became monsters in my head, and there was suddenly the Raphael, and that's kind of where they came from. Then I kind of rolled that together with a separate idea about a young woman who was clairvoyant. So it was kind of same time / maybe the monsters came first. And then for the Priory of the Orange Tree, it depends, are the dragons the real monsters, or is it the St. George figure? You'll have to decide that if you read it. I basically came up with the idea that I wanted to do a feminist reimagining of the legend of George the Dragon, which had kind of haunted my childhood at my Christian school. And when I read the history of St. George the Dragon, there's this idea that St. George is associated with tolerance and love and kindness. All of the research I did suggests that it's the opposite. He's awful in the original stories. He is not the kind of guy you'd ever want to meet. So, both him and the dragon came first. So I guess both of my series are quite monstrous in a way.
I think I would say that my character came first, and specifically her shame. So I wanted a character who was deeply ashamed of who she was and the things that she loved. And in Ash's case, because I think there are lots of us out there who are ashamed of who we are and the things we love. And in Ash's case, that was stories. She was really ashamed of her love of stories. And so in order for that to work in a fantasy world, I needed there to be a concrete reason. Why would she be ashamed of telling stories? And it's like, they lure these deadly fire-breathing dragons that burn down cities and kill people and all of these horrible things. So I would say that she came first and then the monsters came.
Hello, so it is the end of the Yalc weekend. I am feeling very, very tired. There's been a lot of walking. a lot of standing in queues this weekend, which is probably more exercise than I've done in the rest of the year all put together, but just ignore that. I had such an amazing weekend. It was just so much fun, and I have so many amazing memories. I got recognised by one of my subscribers. Hi Hannah. And that was surreal and crazy and amazing, and thank you Hannah again so much for saying hello to me. You will never know how much that meant to me. It was incredible, and it was so great to get to talk to you for a little while, and I hope that we can stay in touch using the power of social media. And I met so many lovely people at Yalc this weekend, both Yalc goers and also authors and people who were helping out, and it was just such an incredible weekend. I did way too much shopping. I met some wonderful authors. I got loads of signatures. Highlights were Lucy Powery recognised me from Instagram. That's crazy. Rachel Burge recognised me from Instagram. Also crazy. I just can't get my mind around that stuff. I got my book signed by Victoria Schwab, which was just so cool, and she really is as lovely in person as she seems on Instagram. And just overall, I couldn't have imagined a better way to spend my weekend. I honestly am so sad that it's over, and I really cannot wait for next year. I will definitely be going again. I will probably go every year as long as they're doing it, and I hope that they never stop, because it was just so incredible. So I have no idea what my footage looks like. I was really struggling with the pressure of talking to the camera in public, which is something that I've realised that I still don't feel comfortable with yet. Hopefully one day I will. So this vlog is probably going to be more of a montage of all of my footage, but I got some nice clips for you from some of the panels that I went to, and some overview shots of Yalc. And here's a quick sneak peek of all of the stuff that I bought. I got way too much stuff. So there you go. There will be a proper haul video. I will probably just haul the books, to be honest, rather than the other things that I bought. You've already seen the Illumicrate unboxing. I also got a couple of book sleeves, which I'll just show you here. These are by Paper and World. So that's a big one for like hardbacks, and this is a smaller one for paperbacks. And I got this really stunning Priory of the Orange Tree art print, and I think that's going to be it for this vlog. So I really hope that you enjoyed it. I am planning on doing a Yalc review video as well, so I'll give you more thoughts about Yalc generally there. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.